This is the Maggie McGuy Show.
The first thing I would like to talk about is living on assumptions, like taking things on the superficial level. Like, say, for example, you want to choose a person, you want to choose somebody you want to go into a relationship with, you're judging the person on a superficial level, like just looking at the career, the job, the physique and all of it, and not like saying, what kind of potential, what kind of capacity has this person got? Because it's not every good person you need to go into a relationship with.
It's not about the person being good, being sweet. Oh, they're nice. Somebody once said, nice is not one of the 9 fruits of the Spirit. So you can't choose somebody on that level, superficial. They have a nice car. Oh, they're cute. They have, or as Adam likes to say, they have beards,
You just want to be sure that it's not just what is going on that you see. You want to see what is inside, the depth. You want to understand if this person has knowledge as regarding some things, because my people, it's not by looks.
Beyond hearing with the ear, you've got to hear through their actions, because their actions are speaking louder than the words coming out of their mouths.
I tell you, you can't really know people unless they allow you know them.
Yeah.
You can be on long conversations, you can talk 24/7. If they are not allowing you know them, you won't know them. I think that one mistake we actually make is the fact that we make confirmations from God and God's idols. Even when God is not talking to us, we are wired in a way to look for words in the scripture to use to back it up that He said this. God did not say it, but because you read the scripture, you are reading the scripture that day, you just saw that verse and you're like, sometimes God has given us the answers that we are praying 6 hours for, and He has spoken it into our ears. He has told us like, okay, just turn right. And instead of us to turn right, you're like, in the scripture, I want to see where they say turn right in the scripture, so that when people ask me that why did I turn right, I'll be able to tell them that this. And at the end of the day, the devil knows that this is happening and he uses it against us. That's why you see people who say that enter into a bad marriage and God gave me His word. Are you sure it's really God?
A bit like the mistake that ministers make, they're running with the work of God without the God of the work. So we're now talking mama's boys, daddy's girls, people who cannot make a decision or do anything worthwhile without involving their parents, or maybe involving somebody that they deem to be a leader or something that they have access to. No, don't do that.
Marriage will amplify everything that you are as a single person. So if you're a daddy's girl, you're always going for, that's more like bringing community into your relationship.
Obviously, we're not saying don't acknowledge, like maybe it's a church, whatever, let in your pastor. We're not saying don't do that. By all means, do that. Matter of fact, that is one of the right things you should be doing, so that everybody is aware and you're being held accountable. And you as the lady, there's a bit of security, okay? Because also it shows a level of responsibility on that brother's side, okay? But what we're saying when we say too many people are involved in the relationship, everybody has an opinion about y'all's relationship. Listen, nothing magical happens at the altar. When they join you as husband and wife, nothing happens at the altar. There is no transformation of, they were, they had a stinking attitude, and now suddenly, because they stand at the altar of God, suddenly they are saying, and, everything is perfect. You know what? I want to talk about those that ignore the red flags.
What's a red flag for me will not be a red flag for you, right? The red flag for you will not be a red flag for me.
The pain that I used to feel when people feel like they can actually change a person.
If the person has not changed before you met the person, and the person is not putting conscious efforts to work to change his or herself, or trust God to help them change in something, It could be a character trait, it could be a flaw, and whatever. Please, you cannot help that person.
As a guy, you've been, in your past, you've been abusing, your previous girlfriends and that sort of thing. What's your business in a relationship right now? Go look after yourself.
Go and heal up first.
Go and heal up first.
You should know yourself enough to actually care for yourself, or love yourself enough to actually care about yourself.
Say that again, Adam, slowly. Love yourself enough
so that you can care about yourself. Another thing that can help us to actually notice this red flag early is good conversations. Have good conversations. And this is not only spiritual things, this is not only praying in tongues. It goes as far as do you like palm slippers? Do you like the light on? These things are crucial things. They might look small. Prioritize yourself also. We're not saying you should be selfish, but put priority on yourself.
I love that.